Hello, welcome to week 3 CDR for CSF. It's going to be about time management right here. It's all dated. So for that, we are going to go to our ePortfolio College Connection, managing my time, and we'll go over part 1, part 2. Also, I put some useful links right here for you to check them out in your spare time. Okay, so let me go to my ePortfolio, and from the pages up here, go to College Connection and click on Manage My Time. Manage My Time instruction slide. You see in here, part 1, we give time human characteristics. 2 of them would be fair and forgiven. Time is fair because each of us is given 168 hours per week to use. No matter who you are, Jeff Bezos or Bill Gates, we all have 168 hours. Time is forgiven because regardless of our wise and or unwise usage of it, we start the new week with 168 hours. You are not penalized. Okay, so it's not that it's Monday and I have 100 hours this week. No, you all have 168 hours. Also, if we manage our time and let's say we haven't utilized our time previously and we learn how to utilize it, so we can make up for it. Therefore, also, time is forgiven. Part 2, time management is an important skill to have for you to be successful. For the second part, please follow these instructions to gain an understanding of your time management skills. Okay, and part 2, we are going to learn how to manage our time by going through our week, understand our time perception, whatsoever. However, let's come here, click on the edit tool. As you see, we get the prompt. As usual, I just come here, click on it, double click on it, and with Ctrl A or select all, then either right click, copy, and minimize this, save some screen. Come back here, Ctrl V. As you see, take the following time management quiz, answer each of the following question with a simple yes or no. Okay, yes or no. So, do you always seem to have more tasks than time to complete them? For me, yes. Do you feel comfortable with how you manage your time? Not really comfortable. Do you find yourself cramming for exams, like leaving them the last minute? Probably yes for me. For you, so it is your time. Do you make excuses for not completing assignments? Yes. Do you cancel the recreation activities due to the lack of time? Yep. So, if you answered yes to any of these questions, please know that you are not alone. Let's get started. There are 2 parts to this exercise. First, reflect on the following questions in a 2 to 5 paragraph essay. I would say probably like 3 as a start, then see what happens. You can always elaborate on. Okay, so to 3 paragraph. I will just delete these, or I can just leave them and make them something unique. Okay, I will. What is time management? And for that, you can just like go and Google it. Just kind of copy it and see what's going on. Time management is the process of planning, exercising conscious control of time spent on specific activities, especially to increase effectiveness, efficiency, and productivity. A time management system is a design combination of processes, tools, techniques, and methods. So for the purpose of the activity, I'm just going to copy and paste it here. You may do that, but make it your own. So in here, probably I'm going to reread it, process it, and will summarize it. Okay, let's move on. What happens when you're not practicing good time management skills? Okay, things get postponed, I procrastinate, and I don't have enough time for myself and to plan whatsoever. Just elaborate on and work on it. In here, how effectively are you using your 168 hours per week? Okay, so check it out. Probably like 1/3 is to relax, sleep, some hours to eat, family time, whatsoever. And so after you finish this one, I like to show you my sample. And see what's going on. In here, time management, as you see, we have a different template for psychology, but as you remember, we had the same questions. In here, I try to answer. Time management for me is to be able to harness the most important aspect of life in a productive way. Also, time management is a must to actualize ourselves, and goes on. Time, our most precious resource. And for the second one in here, let's check it out. The second one. Come here, click on it again. I double click, then click on Control A to select all, or Command A if you have a Mac. Then Control C to copy, or Command C. Then just minimize the prompts, Control or Command V. Auto resize, list the 4 things that are important to you in your life, your values, your priorities. Maybe like for me, study to effective to improve myself. Just giving you an example. List all the activities that take up your time in a week. Be sure to include everything. Some activities are classes, studying, work, commuting, personal wellness, sleeping, eating, etc. For me, classes. Next to each activity, record how much time you think you spend at each. Probably about 20-30 hours a week. I spend preparing myself, like work on the class that I conduct, and another 20 to 40 hours for my other classes. At John Jay, I'm taking 5 classes. So for 1 week, track the amount of time you spend in each of the activities. And at the end of the week, compare the actual amount of time with your perceived amount of time. So for example, like in previous activities, I thought I was, for example, I was going to LaGuardia 2 days a week, and I thought the commute was about 4 to 5 hours, but turns out that it was almost 10 hours. So I found that loophole that I was losing every week. So after becoming conscious, I was more careful, that I kind of decreased it to 7-8 hours than to 5-6 hours. Things like that. Now it's time to reflect on this work. Please compose an essay of 2-3 paragraphs, I would say, then later improve upon. Considering the following points. Compare the perceived time that you think you spend with your actual time. How good an understanding do you have of your time and how you spend it? Does the time spent reflect those things that are important to you, your values or priorities? Does your time management reflect good usage to achieve your life goals? If so, how? If not, how can you improve it? So as you realize, I kind of copied and pasted the prompt and start writing them, just answering them, and eventually like deleting the questions that not needed for that section. So let's consider this is done, and so this activity is finished. I could either click on publish changes, but for the sake of making sure everything is published, come here, publish pages, and publish. Also, I like to show you the links, but before that, let's see. Okay, this must look like this, but it's all like filled in. Okay, also let's check out my previous time management part 2 reflection for things that are important in your life: health, intellectual development, peace of mind, ongoing growth, whatever. So just make it nice. So for computer science, you're not required to have this Excel tracker, but I put a link in here, which when you click time tracker, sorry, it opens up as a Google spreadsheet, and come here, download. You can download it as an Excel or another format that you think you can work on. Copy and save it. You can upload it. But the thing with this one, as you see in here, is it is customized. Okay. Also, there's another link in here. Nice lesson plan for this activities, because it's very important. They're like nice videos in here, right here. About time and how we manage our time and everything. Okay, you can go ahead and check them out, and this is it. Probably this activity would take you about 10 to 20 minutes.